Hey guys, this video is for Aquarius. I'm gonna get started with the general messages. I'm gonna pull 3 cards. Looks like you're having a new beginning now. If it's not happening right now, in the future, a new beginning is coming. But let me tell you what this video is gonna have. The person on your mind, how are they feeling, and then the outcome later on. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna do 3 shuffles and get the whole story, but right off the bat, guys, I'm getting that you guys are fighting. You guys are fighting with each other. And you're in a heartbreak situation. So your heart is broken. So if in reality your heart is not broken, your expectations are not being met. You thought that in this situation, your expectations were gonna be met when you entered it, but now that you're in it, you realize that no, your expectations are not being met. You're not getting what you wanted. You're not getting what you wanted over here. So something is a disappointment, something is a letdown. Uh-oh. All right. Yeah, exactly. Didn't I tell you? It's gonna be fresh start. It's gonna be a new beginning, because right now, my friend, you're at the rock bottom. You are at the rock bottom right now. It's like you have fallen flat on your face. And you don't have any energy right now to do anything. So even me telling you right now that you have a new beginning coming up, you might be like, oh, I have no energy for a new beginning. I have no energy for anything right now. But let me tell you, when it's gonna happen, you're gonna be excited about it. Okay? But right now, you're in this energy of just exhausted, broken down, and just not being able to get up, and depressed energy. Depressed energy, broken down. And that is because of your own thoughts, though. Your own mindset about things, your own thoughts, your mindset, your thinking patterns, and the way you think about things, your perspective of looking at the world around you. Those thoughts have gotten you to the point of the rock bottom. So now you're at it, though. Now you're at the rock bottom. I think what you should do is you should think back at what are those things that have gotten you to this point, and how you're gonna just brainwash yourself out of those thinking patterns so this doesn't happen again, so the history doesn't repeat itself. How you're gonna get rid of those thought patterns, those belief systems that were installed in you in your childhood. How you're gonna get rid of those, because those have gotten you to a point of rock bottom in your life where you're falling flat on your face. So definitely there is something over here that needs to be changed. Okay, now it's upon you for you to reassess the situation and figure that out. But at the same time, I do see a new beginning in love, guys. A new beginning in love. So some new love coming into your life. So it's not all bad. I know the past has been really, really bad, and things have been really, really terrible for you, and the situation was just awful to go through. But it's not all bad, because what's coming for you is a lot of emotional fulfillment, a lot of love, a lot of emotional fulfillment, and just happiness in general with the people that you love. It doesn't necessarily have to be people of the past. It doesn't have to be those people. It could be new people, or it could be a new beginning with somebody who you dealt with in the past. So however that's gonna be, but it's gonna be a new beginning of love. So I suggest you be open to it, because a lot of times, especially because you went through a lot, and you're just at that awful situation where you're depressed and everything. It's easier for us to put a walls around us. It's easier for us to kind of be closed off, to be really closed off towards anything good that's happening, because for a lot of times we don't think that we deserve it, either that, or we just think that anything good is probably gonna bring more bad stuff with it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people have that thinking that, oh, if I allow myself to feel the joy of something, it's gonna be taken away from me, or it's not gonna be there anymore. So that keeps us from just feeling the goodness and the joy and the bliss of new stuff and happiness, and keeps us from being happy and blissful. So don't do that to yourself. With the Ace of Cups, with the Ace of Cups upright, you have something amazing coming towards you. Yeah, I see that you're not talking to other people. You're not talking to other people about something. I encourage you to talk, because that's the message right here, that you should, whatever you're working on, whatever is your project, whatever you're working on right now, you should talk about it with other people. All right? You should talk about it with other people. That will help your situation. That will help you to move forward in that project. Because a lot of times we can do a lot of, I mean, don't get me wrong, we can do a lot of stuff all by ourselves. We can do a lot of stuff alone. But when other people join into our projects, it just takes those things so further that we could have never imagined doing it on our own. When other people get involved, this is the power of being a human. We humans do that. You know, when there's more than one person, that situation goes a lot more further. The progress is different. It's just different. It's just really different. So if you need that support today or some other day, just know that as a human, you have that support from other humans. Just know that. So go ahead and reach out for support. But I do see you in this really attractive, charming energy, where a lot of other people in this leadership energy, where there's a lot of other people who get drawn towards you. A lot of other people feel attracted towards you, and that could have happened after losing a lot of stuff. That could have happened after just going through a rock bottom, or just going through a lot of stuff and then finding yourself again. Because this King of Wands person has found themselves, and they're not afraid to share themselves with the world, just like what I'm doing right now. Not being afraid to share yourself with the world, and in return there's like literally a crowd of people around this person to take this person's vision to the next level, and take it further. So that is how it is. You're in this really confident energy. You're in this really attractive and passionate energy. There's a lot of passion going on. You're passionate about something, and you want to make that thing happen. You want to bring that vision into reality. So whatever that is. So it's not all bad, even though you did go through some situations. But I just wanted to take this time to appreciate your support for my channel, your likes, and your beautiful comments. I so look forward to it and appreciate it so much. And you guys are so amazing. So what's going on with your person? The person on Aquarius's mind, how are they feeling? What are their feelings? How are they feeling towards Aquarius? Let's do 3 shuffles. I'm a little bit curious. So right off the bat, coming up in the feelings of your person, they think that something has ended. Well, they think the whole relationship has ended. They think it's the end of it, it's the completion of it. Everything has come to completion, everything has been finished. Okay? Especially with the 4 of Wands reversed, I am getting that you guys had a commitment going on. It was like a situation where they felt at home with you, where they felt like you were the one, or probably in the future they wanted to make a home with you, start a family with you, settle down with you, and they were looking at you as that marriage material person somebody to settle down with, not somebody wishy-washy, not somebody casual, right? It wasn't casual. It was a relationship. But now though, it has ended. It's a breakup. It's been broken. That's what has happened. And at the same time, this person is thinking that they invested into this. They invested into this relationship. They invested into this connection, but they didn't get anything out of it. It's like it was all in vain. All that work, all that effort, all that pouring into that relationship, investing their efforts and time and everything, they didn't get any output, they didn't get any return on their investment. So it was all a waste, they're thinking. They're frustrated because of that, you know? Yeah. But at the same time, I'm sure they got something out of it. I'm sure it was not a full-on waste. I'm sure that if they are able to look at it from a different perspective, from my perspective, then I'm sure that this relationship brought a lot of self-awareness to them. Even though it ended, it brought a lot of knowledge about their own self, about how they operate in relationships, about themselves, and why did it not work. And it doesn't necessarily has to be their fault, but what they could do differently. You know what I'm saying? Because this is how I always looked at my relationships, the ones that didn't work. This is how I looked at it. That it always told me something about myself. It always took me deeper into the self-awareness about myself. So I got something out of it. No, I really always got a lot out of it. I always did. But they're coming out of it though. They're coming out of it. So they're at some point they were feeling let down. Like I told you earlier, they were feeling let down. They were feeling hurt, disappointed. Like this didn't go anywhere. This didn't go where they wanted it to go, and this whole situation didn't meet their expectations. So they were heartbroken. But now they're coming out of that energy, and they're getting out of that depression, doomy, gloomy energy. And I do see that they were grieving a lot. They were grieving a lot. They were in the grieving mode. They were too emotionally attached to what they lost. And they were depressed over it to the point where they couldn't look at what was going good in their life. They couldn't look at what was working out. They were too hung up on what didn't work out, to the point where they weren't aware of what is working out, and they were just too stuck about it. But now though, finally they are releasing themselves from the situation with the Eight of Swords in reverse. They were mentally trapped. Their mind was fully trapped into this. They couldn't get out of it mentally. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do with the situation. They didn't know how to make it out of it. So they were just like really trapped and unable to move, unable to free themselves mentally. So even if their life was going somewhere else, money-wise, or they were making progress, they really couldn't do anything because they were just trapped, and it was taking a lot of their energy. It was taking a lot of their energy. It was holding them back. It was keeping them from moving on. But now they're at a point where they're releasing themselves from all of it, and they're finally able to move forward and leave it behind and keep it behind and move forward, basically. That's how it is. I can't lie to you. I can't just come and tell you that they miss you or they're crying over you when they're not. I think you should move on too. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know why the Emperor in reverse is over here. So how they're feeling it. So either they're feeling that the situation is out of control and there is no law and order in the situation. It's out of structure. There's no structure. It's out of control. Right? Or they're thinking that somebody's a control freak. Somebody's a control freak in this situation, they're thinking. Fighting. Somebody who fights. You know, either they're in this energy where they want to be the control freak. They want to control the situation. They want to control the situation, you know? Yeah. But whatever. Well, something having to do with control, you would know. You would know how it is. But let's see what's going to be the outcome. If the outcome is going to be consistent with the feelings, or it's going to be something completely different, let's find out. Let's find out, guys. What's going to be the outcome of this situation? Let's do 3 shuffles and let's spill the beans. I think they're releasing themselves from this. Final decision. Final decision about something. Or maybe a second chance. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Wow. Guys. Okay. Okay. The World's reverse. And the Emperor again. And the Emperor again. All right. All right. So there's going to be a second chance. You guys are going to leave the past behind. You guys are going to leave the past where it was, and you guys are going to move forward in the forward direction. And it's going to be kind of like a resurrection moment. It's going to be a moment where you guys are moving forward. It's going to bring a lot of happiness though this time around. It's not going to be like it was before. So basically, it's one of those situations where you went through a cycle, with this person, and now it's incomplete. That cycle is incomplete. With the World card in reverse, it's incomplete, and it has not come to a completion yet. So I don't know if in the future you guys are gonna end up breaking apart, or maybe no, you guys are always gonna stay together. But right now is not the time it's ending, because the cycle is incomplete. It's not done yet. Okay, it's not done yet, and whatever the second chance it's gonna be, it's gonna bring a lot of happiness. It's gonna bring celebrations though. It's gonna bring celebrations, and those celebrations to me seems like it's gonna be around commitment. So you guys are gonna be committed back together with each other. You guys are gonna be together, and you guys are just gonna be celebrating and be happy about it, and just feel at home with each other. Feel like you guys are each other's home, and you guys are. I know it's so cheesy to say that, but that's what's showing up. But some people would like that. Yeah, there's gonna be this person is gonna end up taking control of the situation. So in their feelings, it showed up that they don't have control of the situation. The situation is all over the place. It's messy. It's all over the place. There's no law and order. But this person is gonna bring control back to this messy situation, and it's gonna put order into the situation to make it work. Okay, so it's gonna end up working. That's all I have for you. This situation is gonna end up working for you. But thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for liking and commenting on my videos. And if you want a more specific reading, personal reading, more unique to your situation, then go ahead and check out the description box below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.